Slightly somber, mysterious music begins and fades into the background. Picture this. It's a freezing cold night in New Hampshire, February 9th, 2004. Snow is piled high on the sides of a dark, winding country road, Route 112. A local school bus driver named Butch Atwood is heading home when he sees it. A black Saturn sedan spun around and wedged into a snowbank. The airbags have deployed. It looks like a pretty standard single-car accident. He pulls over, concerned, and sees a young woman next to the car. He asks if she's okay, if he should call the police. And this is where the story takes its first strange, unsettling turn. The young woman, who we now know was 21-year-old Maura Murray, tells him not to. She says she's already called OIA. Butch is a bit skeptical. There's barely any cell service out here, but she seems coherent, though maybe a little shaken. He respects her wishes and drives the short distance to his house, where he decides to call the police anyway, just in case. It's too cold for someone to be stranded out there. That call was made at 7:43 p.m. By 7:53 p.m., a police officer arrives at the scene. 10 minutes, that's all it took. 10 minutes for Maura Murray to vanish from the face of the earth. When the officer got there, the car was locked. The windshield was cracked, the airbags were deployed, and there were some stains that looked like red wine on the driver's side door and the ceiling. Inside, they found her school books, birth control pills, and an accident report form from a minor crash she'd had just 2 days prior. Her wallet, keys, and cell phone were gone. But Maura, she was nowhere. No footprints in the fresh snow leading into the woods. No sign of a struggle. It was as if she had simply evaporated into the cold night air. So who was Maura Murray? On the surface, she was the picture of success. A bright nursing student at the University of Massachusetts Amherst. A talented track star. A West Point cadet before she transferred. She had a loving family and a long-term boyfriend. She was, by all accounts, a perfect student. But in the days leading up to her disappearance, that perfect picture starts to crack. Just days before, she'd had that minor car accident with her father's brand new car. Before that, she was caught using a stolen credit card number to order pizza, though the charges were later dropped. And then there was the email she sent to her professors and work supervisors on the day she disappeared. She wrote that there had been a death in the family and she would be gone for a week. Her family later confirmed there was no death. Why lie? Why pack a bag with clothes, toiletries, and textbooks? Why withdraw $280 from an ATM, almost emptying her bank account? And why, after crashing her car on a remote New Hampshire road, would she seemingly refuse help only to disappear moments later? The theories are as numerous as they are chilling. Did she run away to start a new life, maybe in Canada? It's possible. She was clearly under a lot of stress. But why go through such an elaborate and risky vanishing act? Others believe she succumbed to the elements, getting lost and disoriented in the vast, unforgiving White Mountains wilderness. But trained search teams with dogs scoured the area for days and found absolutely nothing. Not a glove, not a footprint, not a trace. And then there's the darker side. Did she accept a ride from the wrong person? Was she a victim of a crime of opportunity? A predator who just happened to be driving down that dark road at that exact moment? The bus driver, Butch Atwood, reported seeing other cars pass by during the few minutes he was with her. Could one of them have been her abductor? Over 20 years have passed. Her car has been analyzed, the area has been searched countless times, and her face has become one of the most recognized in the world of true crime. But we are no closer to an answer than that first responding officer was on that cold February night. Maura Murray drove into the mountains, crashed her car, and stepped out into a mystery that has haunted her family and the public ever since. She is a ghost on a lonely highway, a story without an ending, leaving us with one simple, terrifying question. What happened to Maura Murray?